Good morning, everyone. How are you today? So it's me, teacher Rovilyn. Are you ready for TLE? So we are now in quarter 3, week 3. In this lesson, you will know the types of orchard farms, trees appropriate for orchard gardening based on location, climate and market demands, proper way of planting or propagating trees and fruit-bearing trees, such as budding, marketing, and grafting, sources of fruit-bearing trees, how to take care for seedlings, and prepares layout design of an orchard garden using the information gathered. Have you been to a market or supermarket with your mom? Were you amazed of the different fruits found in the fruit and vegetable section? Have you ever wondered where are all those fruits coming from? Most probably, those fruits come from a local orchard in your community. Orchards abound in the countryside where mangoes, bananas, jackfruit, guava, santol, and many other tropical fruits grow. So let's discuss what is an orchard. An orchard is a piece of land where trees or shrubs are maintained for food or commercial production. Likewise, an orchard features big gardens for aesthetic and productive purposes. Orchards are often concentrated near a water source. Orchard owners mostly concentrate on a species of trees. Here are the types of orchards. First, we have fruit orchards. Fruit orchards include any facility focused on growing tree-bearing fruits. Citrus trees such as those bearing lemons, limes, or oranges may grow all together in large citrus orchards or individually in smaller facilities. Plantations that grow fruit-bearing bushes generally don't fall under this category. These include fruits not grown on trees. So we have example of fruit orchards. We have banana plantation, mango plantation, citrus or calamansi plantation, and we have durian plantation. Next, we have nut orchards. Nut orchards include a large variety of facilities that produce nut-bearing trees. So these include orchards that grow popular nuts like cashews, walnuts, and almonds. This category also includes cocoa and chocolate producing nuts as well as coconuts. Some orchard owners produce pine trees for their edible cashew nuts. Next, we have seed orchards. Seed orchards focus primarily on growing trees that produce seeds rather than nuts or fruit. These seeds are then sold to commercial distributors for resale to the public in small seed packets. They may also be sold to large agricultural facilities or used for food production. Seed orchards can further be divided into two categories based on how they are established. In a seedling orchard, trees are selected through controlled pollination. In a clonal seed orchard, seeds are distributed through methods such as cutting and tissue culture, resulting in an easier harvest overall. So those are the three types of orchards. So we have trees suited for orchard gardening based on location, climate, and market demands. So take a look at the location. So there are different fruits that grow in different location. So let's have hillside. So when we say hillside, ito yung tagiliran o tabi ng bundok. So what are the fruits that grow there? So we have coconut, mango, pili nut, and palm tree. Sloping area. So when we say sloping area, ito yung mga libis o lumilibis na lugar. So we have also mango, coconut, cashew, palm tree, and pili nut. So as you can see, we have almost the same fruit-bearing trees that grow between hillside and sloping area. How about in the valley? When we say valley, ito yung lambak or mabababang lupain. So we have durian, banana, papaya, and mangosteen. How about in plains? Pag sinabing plains, ito yung mga patag na lugar. So we have banana, mango, citrus, dragon fruit, coconut, jackfruit, guava, star apple, and santol. So next, so let's enumerate trees suitable under climate. So we have elevated, or these are the cold area. So we have grapes and pomelo. Lowly or warm area. So we have mango, coconut, banana, guava, and durian. How about fruits that grows during dry season or grow in a dry season area? So we have banana, pili nut, palm tree, dragon fruit, star apple, guava, and papaya. Next, we have fruit-bearing trees that grow during wet season. So we have durian, banana, and mango. So what do you notice, children? What is the most grown fruit-bearing tree that almost grow in different climates? Okay, so we have mango, and we have also banana. Okay, next, market demands. So mostly, when we say market demand, most people are buying it. So we have banana, mango, citrus, dragon fruit. So when we say citrus, ito yung mga makakatas na putas, mga bata. We have also jackfruit, guava, star apple, santol, and coconut. So those are the trees suited for orchard gardening. So this time, let's talk about proper way of propagating trees and fruit-bearing trees. When we say propagating, mga bata, ito yung pagpaparami. So we have first budding. So that is the process by which a scion with a bud is inserted into the rootstock to unite and grow as one. It is done by choosing and cutting a bud from one plant and attaching it to another plant. The bud must fit well to the mother plant. When the bud grows big enough, it will become part of the plant. So take a look at the illustration, children. So that is how budding is being done. Next, we have grafting. In this method, a new plant is grown by inserting a scion into the stalk so that they will form a union and grow together. The scion and the rootstock should come from the same species or family. They should be compatible for them to grow permanently. So take a look at the illustration. So that is how plant is being grafted. So what are the commonly grafted fruit-bearing trees? So usually we have guava, mango, kaimito. So those are some of the most commonly grafted trees. We have also citrus plants that is also being done by grafting. Next, we have marcoting or air layering. Air layering is a propagation method for woody plants that allows you to root branches while still attached to the parent plant. It is used for plants that are hard to propagate by cutting. So mga bata, marcoting or air layering, so yan ay paraan para maparami yung uri ng isang puno. Especially kung woody or matitigas yung halaman. So para maparami natin, we use marcoting or air layering. So what are the sources of fruit-bearing trees? So saan nakakabili? Kung halimbawa, nakabili ka ng lupa, malawak na lupain at gusto mong magtanim ng mga fruit-bearing trees, so saan ka ngayon makakakuha ng mga pananim? So fruit-bearing trees are available and sold in different stages of growth and ready to be transplanted. Among their sources are, we have commercial nursery run by private individuals, usually offering landscaping materials and services. So, usually mga bata, ito yung mga nakikita natin sa mga daanan. So, di ba ngayon nauso yung mga plantitos and plantitas? So, doon tayo makakabili ng mga fruit-bearing trees na pwede nating itanim sa ating mga bakuran. Next, we have agricultural institution. So this is a school that offers a course related agriculture and other plant studies. So sa Cavite, ang alam ko is yung CABSU. So merong branch ng agricultural institution. So we have also Department of Agriculture. So responsible for any agricultural activities in terms of vegetables and fruits. Next, we have Bureau of Plant Industry. So they develop scientific improvement for each plant species in a locality and adjacent places. So I have already visited a plant industry in Laguna long time ago. So there I can see some of the plant species that grows in region 4A. Okay, so how to take care for seedling? So here are the ways. So first, always use fertile soil, medium for planting. So pag sinabi natin mga bata na fertile soil, kailangan mataba ang lupa or else mamamatay ito. Next, water the seedlings every morning and afternoon. Next, check for possible pest infestation and apply immediate remedy. And the last, arrange the seedlings in an organized manner. Make sure to follow proper layout of guidelines for a convenient working area. Okay, so this time, let's talk about the considerations in preparing an orchard layout. Because I know someday, who knows, di ba? Ang iba sa atin, magkaroon ng isang asyenda, isang malawak na lupain, and naisipan yung gawin itong isang orchard. So at least now, you will have an idea on how to prepare an orchard layout. So here are the steps. So first, prepare the land. Till the soil adequately but do not over-cultivate to the point of destroying earthworms and other beneficial fungi. Second, create a planting system. Compute the number of trees to be planted. So, mahirap yun mga bata, hindi basta-basta. So, kailangan pag nagtanim tayo, meron yung mga pagitan kung gaano kalapit o kalayo ang bawat pananim. So, kailangan you will consider the square shape pattern, rectangular shape pattern, triangular shape pattern, and quincunx pattern. So, it depends on the kinds of trees that we are going to plant, children. Kasi may mga uri ng puno na lumalaki masyado at mayroon naman mga puno na katamtaman lang yung laki. So, kailangan create a planting system. Next, we have establish a greenhouse. So, this will serve as the nursery of the seedlings. Next, check the soil according to the type. So, the type of soil will help you decide what trees to plant. Next, ensure water source and drainage. So, the site must have an abundant supply of water and good drainage to ensure availability of air in the soil. Next, sufficient sunlight. The site must be exposed to morning and afternoon sunlight to help maintain the food-making process of the plant. So, this is what we call photosynthesis. Next, availability of fertilizer. Fertilizer is a substance that added to soil to improve the plant health condition. And lastly, accessibility to market. So the plant site should be near the market and transportation must be available to bring products to the market. So those are the considerations in preparing an orchard layout. Okay, so let me see if you listen attentively. So this time, let's do learning task number 1. You will write yes if the statement is correct and no if it is incorrect. So write your answer in a sheet of paper. Number 1. Fruit orchards include any facility focused on growing cashew, almond, and cacao. So what is that? Yes or no? Number 2, sea orchards focused primarily on growing trees that produce seeds rather than nuts or fruit. 3, orchard is a piece of land where herbs are maintained for commercial production. Number 4, cashew, almond, and cacao are plants found in the fruit orchard. And number 5, papaya and mango orchards are example of fruit orchard. Okay, so let's check. What is the answer in number 1? Okay, no. Number 2, yes. 3, no. 4, no. And 5, yes. So did you get the 5 correct answers? Okay, very good. So if not, just have a recap of the lesson, particularly on the first part of this video. So let's do learning task number 2. Please read the paragraphs with incomplete sentences below and fill the blanks with appropriate word. Write your answer in a sheet of paper. An blank is a piece land where trees or shrubs are maintained for food or commercial production. There are various types of orchard farms, so these are blank, blank, and blank orchards. To know the suitability of trees in orchard gardening, we should consider the blank, blank, and blank. Next, blank, blank, and blank are examples of proper ways of planting or propagating trees and fruit-bearing trees. The blank develops scientific improvement for each plant species in a locality and adjacent places. So let's check, children. So what do you think is the first answer? Okay, so orchard. Next, in number 2, we have fruit, nut, and seed. Next, so to know the suitability of trees, we should consider the location, the climate, and the market demand. Next, we have budding, grafting, and marketing. So those are the proper ways of planting or propagating trees and fruit-bearing trees. And the last one, so we have the Bureau of Plant Industry. So they develop scientific improvement for each plant species. So this time, let's do the last task. Learning task number 3. Read the statement carefully, choose the letter of the correct answer, and write them in your answer sheet. Okay, number 1, a government agency responsible for the promotion of agricultural development by providing framework, public investments, and support services needed for domestic and export-oriented business enterprises. So what is that? A, commercial nursery, B, agriculture institution, C, Department of Agriculture, or D, Bureau of Plant Industry. So what is the answer? Okay, Department of Agriculture. Number 2, this type of orchard farm focuses primarily on growing trees that produce seeds rather than nuts or fruit. A, fruit orchard, B, nut orchards, C, seeds orchard, or herbs orchard. Okay, seeds orchard. Number 3, in this method, a new plant is grown by inserting a scion into the stock so that they will form a union and grow together. So what method is that? A, grafting, B, budding, C, marketing, or D, cutting. Okay, grafting. Number 4. These are ways on how to take care for seedling except one. A. Water the seedlings every morning and afternoon. B. Always use unfertile soil, medium for planting. C. Check for possible pest infestation and ignore the pests afterwards. D. Arrange the seedlings in an organized manner. So what do you think is the answer? Okay. So, letter C. Next, number 5. These are the considerations in the preparing for an orchard layout. So, we have Roman number 1, sufficient sunlight. Roman number 2, availability of fertilizer. 3, establish a tree house. 4, accessibility to market. And 5, all of the above. So, what is the answer, children? Okay, so letter B. So we have Roman number 1, 2, and 4. Sufficient sunlight, availability of fertilizer, and accessibility to market. So did you get the 5 correct answers? Okay, very good. So that's end our lesson for this week. So I hope you learned something. So thank you, children, for listening. So always remember, take care of yourself and God bless everyone.